Alright, what's up? We're up here about to start up our session 0 of the Drift campaign. We've got our boy Josh here, who's going to be our host. Josh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Are we going? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name's Josh, and I will be the DM for this ragtag group of adventures.
Mitch or Pod, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am currently eating, but otherwise, I am here and I'm ready to play games.
Kaya or Elu Winnell? No one can hear you.
Sorry, I'm pushed to talk. I am Kaya. I'm Baxter's sister. I somehow got dragged into this.
Of course, there's me now. And then to my right, you have Sydney. Sydney, would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up, you Twitch world? What's going on? Wow!
Now at the bottom left, we have a static image of a Red Fox or a Dakin. Dakin, would you like to introduce yourself?
What's up? I'm Dakin.
And at the bottom right, we have a static image of Ethan, Sneaky Chameleon.
I love you, Sydney.
I love you too, my son.
Alright, Josh, would you like to start us off now?
Yeah. Okay. So, basically, my idea for this session is that we just kind of go over like our general like experiences with Dungeons and Dragons, and then more specific like maybe like a little bit of like loose setting, and then like some gameplay expectations, and then how we kind of want to run the game together, and then we can probably progress into character creation.
Alright.
So if you'd like we've obviously introduced ourselves, but if you just want to like list, do you have any history with any like D&D or role-playing games and things like that, if you'd like.
Anyone want to respond?
No, I do not.
I have a lot of role-playing experience in the bedroom. And some.
TOS?
DOS?
Nat 1. I've had middling experience. I've had about maybe 10 or so campaigns start and then never get past like session 3.
Okay.
So I'm keen for this.
I
So-
would agree. I've been in several different campaigns. The longest campaign I ever went for did take 4 months, and we probably met up like twice a week, and we actually finished the campaign. But other than that, most campaigns that I've started get maybe 5, 6, 7 sessions through, and then they kind of dwindle off. Either people stop coming or whatever.
So me and Dakin have obviously played with you, Josh.
Yep.
And
I have little to no experience.
That's okay.
alright, so how do you want to continue this on, Josh?
I think to begin with, because Sydney, you don't really, do you know what D&D is? I'll take the smiling faces, kinda. So
Just the little shake of the head.
okay, so those who have played like before, what did you enjoy most about like playing? Like, was it combat, like exploration, puzzles, like RP? Like, what kind of interests you in playing D&D? Like, what do you get the most out of?
Probably the combat in some ways and the exploration combined, like dungeon exploration is quite good.
Yeah, so like dungeon crawls and things like that.
Yeah.
I like NPCs, and when you do funny voices, to be honest.
Yeah, so
With NPCs.
I'm a mix between Dakin and Mitch here. I like to have that, I like the combat, and I like to do dungeon crawls, but I like when it's RP, but in a comedic way, where it's not too serious.
Yeah, I also really like that, especially when the combat gets a bit funny, and you have to do weird stuff.
For example, me and Dakin's tossing dwarf.
My favorite moment I've had in D&D was when I picked up 2 people and ran because they were going to kill themselves. So I don't know what that comes under.
Combat, probably. Or...
Combat roleplay-ish, kind of.
Like role playing. Yeah. Okay, great, cool. What about you, Ethan?
I've actually never had that. Like, I always find combat quite neutral. I think that's more of the dungeon masters that I've ran into. I always found the combat quite stale.
Yeah.
But that might be got to do with the dungeon masters more than anything else. I always love the interactions that I get to choose that my character can take. So every game I try to go for some sort of extreme opposite of my previous character.
Okay.
I always like to have fun with creating really whack characters. Sometimes they're quite normal, but other times they're not. So.
And just kind of seeing how they impact the world and things like that.
How they interact. Like,
yeah,
I had characters that have killed their own team party members because of how things have progressed, and then how the character has reacted to certain things, and stuff like that. So, I always try to follow what my character would do more than what I want to do.
Yeah,
So
that's
what I mostly enjoy about doing it.
That's like a style of gameplay that I'll kind of talk about in a minute. But that sounds great.
I do really like interacting with NPCs and like the world and stuff like that. So
yeah, great, cool. So just to kind of like give a brief like overview, how I would describe Dungeons and Dragons is, for people who haven't played, is basically we all sit, because we're doing social distancing right now, we'll sit on our computers and we'll basically just have a big conversation with each other. And me being the DM, I'll set kind of like challenges, but also just like things. I'll set out this like world for us, and then we, as all the players, can explore it and experience what it has to offer. Like more than half of the stuff I've kind of got bouncing around in my head at the moment are more questions of how you guys will interact with them, more so than like, this is an encounter, like this is going to happen here, this is the story. Like, I'm more interested in seeing you guys do what you want to do and then building our story around that. If that sounds good with everyone.
Yep.
Sounds amazing.
Cool. Now, secondly, with experience and stuff like that, it's like, if we're all in for the long haul, we can just play the game earning experience normally. So kill monsters or bypass monsters, solve puzzles, like fix things basically, and you guys will earn experience and then we'll level up like that. Or do we want to set it out kind of more episodic and I can implement milestones? The only issue with that is that the leveling is kind of in my hands more so than yours. But it's whatever you guys like.
Personally,
doing.
I prefer non-milestone XP, but
I'm up with that.
I'm up with whatever anyone else wants. That's just because I like to be able to grind for my XP if I want to do that.
Yeah. And
it be in my hands rather than yours.
So, with that, you like the book, the rules written is like, you slay a monster, you get experience. That's kind of limiting you guys in the way you gain it. So I am more flexible with it, where I feel like I can award you guys XP if you overcome the situation more so than kill everything in the room. So if you guys find a way to like, I don't know, like deal with,
talk our way out of a situation or something like that.
Out of a situation, like even non-violent approaches and things like that.
This
like
is
if
like
you guys,
Bard seduces the dragon kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys can overcome the situation, I am happy to award you XP. It doesn't necessarily have to be murder, hobo, kill everything in the room.
Yeah.
That sounds great to me.
2 things.
Yeah.
First of all, there is no capitals in the Sydney 70. Secondly, I was not listening to a single thing that you just.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. No, so we're just talking about how the way characters level up is like in any other RPG where you kill things, complete quests, or solve problems, and then you get XP and then you level up. But we were basically just discussing, do you want to do it like that, or do you want to do milestones where I will pick certain points throughout our game or throughout the sessions and then choose when you guys level up? It's more, that's better with more narrative focused games. But if we want to just play it how it comes, we can do earning XP. Because the way cool. Okay. Sydney, sick. Okay, so
With milestones, though,
yeah.
They don't necessarily mean that at the end of every session that you.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be more so like an arc in an anime or a TV show.
I've only done milestones once in a D&D, and that D&D did go for like 10 sessions. And milestones was alright, because I never play the game for trying to get my character to a certain level.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really give a shit what you do either way. Like, if you do it, I've traditionally done it the normal way, where you get experience by killing things and stuff like that. That's normally how I played it. And
My main thing with
keep
that
doing that.
is that if you do it with traditional XP, you still feel like you're progressing. Especially if Josh is planning to alter it in the way that he is.
Yeah, I've had many DMs do that as well.
Yeah.
I've done it where you get XP for, like, if you persuade yourself out of
Exactly.
a situation. Like, if you get almost put in jail and you persuade you, like, you kind of like get your shit out of there, like, he will still give you like,
Yeah.
he gave me XP and stuff like that, and all of that stuff.
And I'll keep a tally each session. I'll keep a tally of all the experience, and then award it to you all at the end of a session.
Yep.
Otherwise, I can do it if we're like really close to
I'm
leveling
just
up.
muting.
I'll keep an eye on it, and we can.
Otaku,
if you guys
Josh,
do an encounter and
the
then level
guy at
up,
the top middle,
I
is our
can
DM.
award out your experience, and then we can figure out do you? Well, I guess that leads into the next topic. Like, when do you guys want to level up? Do you want to do it like you have to do a long rest to level up? Do you have to be in town? Do we have to do it between sessions? Or is it like once you hit that EXP threshold, you instantly level up?
So I think that doing it between sessions probably works the best, just for the fact that we're not really breaking that flow then.
Yep.
I agree.
So if you just award us our XP at the end, we can level up in between sessions, then we're at our new level for the next session.
Yeah, sounds great.
Because I had a session where we got levels at the end of every long rest, like when we had gotten the experience. And the GM
Elder
did it
Scrolls
really
style.
weirdly as well, where he wouldn't tell us as either when we were about to level up. So sometimes when you just took a long rest, he's like, all right, you've leveled up, and then you'd spend the next 10-15 minutes doing that, and it would
And it just breaks the flow of the game.
Yeah, okay. So it's something that we can do in between sessions.
Yep.
Yeah, so at the end of every
questions,
session,
just
you
message
can just
me.
say you've leveled up like once or twice or whatever.
Great, cool.
By the next session.
Okay. Cool. So just some more like housekeeping stuff, like if you guys like, how do we feel? Like, obviously we're on our computers, and like the game's a conversation, so it's extremely normal for like the focal point to shift between players and stuff like that. And I'm cool, like, if you guys like want to go on your phone or whatever, but also we're all here to play a game. So like, I'm not going to sit here with like Tetris open and just like slam that out while you guys are having like some.
So my main thing would just be like, keep your phone on silent. You can respond. Don't sit on it the whole time.
Yeah.
You should still be attentive.
Yeah. Also, like with topics and stuff like that, I'm obviously going to keep it TOS.
Yep.
I do like my inclination is just
some NPCs, bro.
Fade to
a lot
black.
of- a lot of that will be fade to black.
Be a stripper.
But I mean, okay, but like I enjoy dark fantasy, so I do like quite grim and dark things, as well as like high fantasy stuff. Like I like DMing a mixture of that. So if topics do come up, like I'm not going to make the bad guys like, he's bad because, like, you know, he eats children. Oh, like maybe eat children. That might be a thing. But like, I'm going to avoid like rape and things like that because I find it really distasteful, and I feel like I owe it to you to make the bad guys more than just, meh, I'm evil.
Yeah.
But if topics like that come up where it's just a trigger and you weren't even expecting it to be a trigger, just message me or like message the chat and be like, hey, like, just let's move on, and I'll instantly move on. Like, if anyone's ever uncomfortable at any point in time, I'm not going to go out of my way to make this like some really horrific shit. Like, again, we're all here to have fun, but I understand that topics can come up out of nowhere where we're like, hey, this is upsetting me or triggering me and I wasn't expecting it. Can we just move on? And I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Easily happy with that.
I agree, just like with the bad guys, like, you know, obviously, like, just making them bad, like, spice it up, like...
Stream's been going on for about 18 minutes now.
I find it's very dry
Otaku.
when you do that.
Yeah, no, like, where this is...
And the ones that are a bit more exciting, where it gives options for you to feel like, okay, they're not like 100% bad, I might go with them.
18 minutes. We're going to run session 0 and then maybe something after that.
Kind of like whatever it is.
Yeah.
If your character's like chaotically evil and you've got people that are like kind of like bandits, you know, you might be more willing to go hang out with them than, you know, the fucking guards. Well,
also with alignment, I personally dislike how
I'm pretty sure me and you had
a
a conversation about this, that alignment should be fluid rather than static things.
I hate the way D&D, hate's a strong word, but I don't like how they set it out, because it's like, well, my character fits this, so this is how he's going to act, whereas that's not how humans act in the real world. Like,
I absolutely agree. I just use that as like
an example.
Like, it's more of I find the layout that they do with chaotic. What I always forget the middle one, and then
chaotic, neutral, and lawful.
Yeah, I always find like whatever you like, however, like it's more like what are those like pentagons, and like the dot is where your character is. Like,
that's a good way of thinking of it.
Yeah, I always find it kind of like that, and sometimes your character will slowly move down towards the center, and other times, and it just depends. Also, like I always like how, like when you can also have the flexibility of making your character slowly over time changing as well. So I never I absolutely agree, and I always find it more like kind of like guidelines. It's not.
It should be, but it should be a fluid thing.
Yeah, just because your character is chaotically evil at one point, or whatever you want to fucking call it, doesn't mean at the next point he's going to do something different, or she is going to do something different.
Yeah. So I'm happy with alignment to be something that we flow through rather than being restricted.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Also, like, just some housekeeping stuff with dice rolls and stuff like that. If you guys are going to roll for stuff, just like being like, hey, I'm going to roll for this, rather than not saying anything, rolling something, and then being like, that was for this, what happens? Like, it kind of throws stuff off when, like, if you rolled something and then didn't tell me what it was for, and then it went poorly, you'd just be like, oh, that was nothing, or that was me trying to do this, rather than being like, no, I actually did, like, I did intimidate that guard, so now this is what's happening. Like, it's just...
I agree.
Yep.
Like, rather, like, communication.
We're gonna do it this way instead of, like, face-to-face, because it's easier to manage face-to-face.
Yeah, well, like, I can see all your dice rolls in Roll20.
Make sure you keep your dice rolls in Roll20, of course, as well.
Yeah, of course. But I definitely agree with like that statement where, like, you know, instead of trying to like cheat your way through something, so it kind of discourages anything like that.
Yeah. So also, how do we want to handle like PvP stuff or like not in the way of like
You mean like
guys are
friendly
full-on
fire?
fighting. No, more so like character confrontation or disagreements. Like not like you guys are like accidentally shooting each other in the back, but more so like if two characters have a disagreement, like the way I kind of like
Can
to
we
do it.
not shoot each other in the back by accident?
Well,
though?
yeah,
If we,
yeah, you
get
can, but
if
it's
you
more
get a
so-
run?
It's more so like, say Baxter's character wants to do one thing, but Dakin's character is completely against it. The way I kind of like to settle it is that, I'd ask, is there anything that this character can do to change your character's mind? If yes, we do a dice roll, and if they succeed on that check, then they just find whatever it was
to
that
convince.
they needed to convince them. Like if it's like I will do this, but I promise to do this, or I will give you this in exchange for this.
Yeah.
Things
So
like
you're
that.
not going to use stuff like persuasion, intimidation, stuff like that?
No, like you can
characters?
use that, but
We
it's more
can-
so like it's tied down to a roll rather than being like
Yeah.
I don't have to convince Baxter to kill himself. I
exactly.
can just roll for it.
Nat 20, nat 20.
No, also like if like that's only
But I
if
think
there is something that will convince them.
Yeah,
otherwise.
and I would
Like, if
assume
they're- Yeah.
that it has to be in the realm of like actual plausibility. So you couldn't just say,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna convince your character to kill themselves."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nat 20,
it'd be more
you have
so
to
like-
do it.
like we can. It's like okay, we can beat this dude or whatever, but we'd have to burn down this place with all these people in it. Someone's against it. Is there anything that we can do to convince you to go along with it? No, like you're completely against
Exactly,
it. Then
convince
there'll
the
be
rockets
obviously
alive.
character ramifications with that. But that's more something for you guys to RP through, rather like it's more so there. So if you guys are just like bickering back and forth, we can put a roll on it and move on.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot more handy.
Yeah.
I do like that.
you don't want to end up with a
Yeah.
session, an hour of a session being taken up with just an argument about what we're
Yeah,
doing next.
exactly.
But
Like-
yeah, and I've had done runs of sessions that have kind of gone like that, and I always like DMs where I've only had a few that do it where if something's going on a little bit like too long, they just go, we're either moving on or you're gonna roll it and see which way it goes. And
Yeah,
it's just-
exactly. And then it's just there for the sake of like brevity, and also like we're not here to argue.
Yep.
If that makes sense. Cool. Another thing is, I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but playing the game, I've seen a lot of people do it, like inadvertently without really knowing what it is, but it's a thing called actor and director stances, which is something that everyone kind of flows through naturally that we don't really pick up on. But it's kind of like actor is more like acting like your character. So like talking, thinking, interacting with the world like them. Whereas director is like I as a player understand or know that this other guy's lying, but my character does not. And it's kind of describing your character interactions through that. And I'm chill with like just flipping between the two. Like,
Yep.
we don't have to it's like if Baxter's character is lying to Dakin's character, Dakin can be like, I know you're lying, but my character is going along with it because he doesn't know. And things like that.
Yep.
Cool. Also, I would like to
They meant a
director stance
literal
is a really
rock.
good way of making decisions and communicating how our characters are feeling as a group, but I would like to avoid backseat gaming. Like
Yeah.
no one telling someone like how their character what their character should do in or like feel like we can
Oh,
give each
your
other tips and
character's
stuff.
evil,
Yeah.
so your character should feel this way, not that way.
Yeah, and like we can like metagaming always seems to pop up here and there, but it's something that I'd like for
To
the most
avoid.
part, to avoid. Like I'm here to see how your characters naturally like kind of flow through stuff rather than like you guys as a group deciding how one character.
Yep.
Is that 20 cents?
Unless it's like in game, like a character's like, what should I do? Like you're at a crossroads
Yeah.
kind of a thing in game, and the character actually comes to the party and goes, "What should we do?"
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
only time I definitely agree that should be the only time that we should be commenting on like actions and consequences and stuff like that.
Of other
Yeah.
characters. Although, of course, a character could, the characters themselves could have input if it's going to directly affect that character.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, I just want to avoid the like,
backseat gaming. I know.
Yeah.
like everyone has agency over their player, and people tend to start disliking the game when they lose that.
Yes.
So it's just something that I want to keep intact for all of you, so you all have the most fun.
Yep.
Cool.
My only
With-
thing on that is, like, for possibly Sydney, is just helping him initially with early
yeah.
combat.
But
Yeah, we'll-
that's also kind of the role of the DM. Sorry, Josh.
No, you're right. No, we'll like
I feel like that's a bit of your role to kind of
Yeah. no,
Guide
I'll
Sydney.
I'll guide you through it, yeah.
yeah.
And
I
like
don't
I've linked
Especially if
you.
you're dictating a lot of the rules and how this world works, I think it's better if Josh explains, because Josh will know what the rules he wants in that world.
But
So-
also with like combat and stuff like that, a lot of it I'll just take rules as written.
Yes.
Yep.
There's no like rules that I've changed really. It's just like this world that I've built rather than
So one of the things I would say as well is don't make it too like the world too like insta-deathy just because we
Yeah,
do
no.
have a fair few new players in.
Yeah, no, I won't. Like a lot of the
Let's have
stuff.
one dungeon where nobody dies, please.
Flashback
At the very
to
beginning.
teleporting spider that does rolls in that 20.
Phase Spider
Yeah.
and but no, like
Well played.
the way I like kind of building things is that if you guys will know when you're somewhere you shouldn't be.
Yep.
Like if you guys are like, no, I can take on the town guard level 1. I mean, that's your call. Like I'll facilitate it, but that's your call.
Yeah.
Fucking either way,
Yeah.
there's at least like 15.
Yeah.
Or if
so-
you know Ethan says he's gonna burn down some rat man's house.
Yeah, exactly.
If I know
So-
what I'm doing, it's fine.
Yeah. So with secrets and stuff like that, just DM me. Or we can have a like after a session.
Yep.
we
Sydney's
can
now in dark
just
mode.
talk in a private call. Like either one works really. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I burnt down a rat man's house.
Yeah.
I don't realize where that came from. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about back?
And I enjoy the game when I'm trying to make the world like not like super realistic, but I've tried to make it feel real. Like so that obviously like actions have like consequences, like things that you do will impact other things in the world. So I've tried to make it as like kind of living and breathing, I guess. But I am in no way trying to kill you all. Like I'm your number one fan of this like TV show, and I want to see your characters struggle and succeed. But if you guys get in over your head, I'm not faking roles to
Yep.
save you. Like I'm here to see how this story goes.
Yep.
And if you guys are driving it, really. Like I'm just
Love it.
reacting. Cool.
Nah, man, you definitely want to do that earthquake first. Time. Like, as
Yeah.
soon as we all spawn in, you're like
10d10.
It's Ethan character.
So with like that's how I like to play. I am a big fan of seeing how you guys interact with everything and what decisions you make. And also I am extremely fine with you guys like kind of dictating certain elements of the world. So like if you're like, hey, I'm a paladin and my order is this and this is what we do, I'll be like, dope, that's a thing in the world. Like,
Yep.
and we can work together to build that rather than me just being like, this is what it is, so you have to belong to this.
Okay.
So if there's like, if you're like, hey, I'm from like some people really like backstory stuff. So if they're like, hey, I'm from this like lumber village, but it was raided by goblins and burnt down, that's going to be a thing in the world. Like that's going to be there, and we might stumble upon it, we might not. But things like this, where like the god you worship, like just anything really, we can work together to build.
Yep.
Cool. And also like if you guys are like, hey, I'm taking the noble background, I'll be like, okay, cool. What kingdom are you from? Like, who's your parents? Like,
what level of noble are you, like all that sort of stuff, or like you're like part of a nomadic tribe, like who's the leader of the like tribe and stuff like that. Things like this that will kind of work so we can build more off of just being like, I'm a thief, and that's it.
Yep.
Cool. And it's kind of like stuff like that that will help, I think, make you guys feel attached to it. Like, I'll probably do it more so after character creation, and I'll message you individually to make like more attachments to where we are, rather than just being like, I don't care, I'm a fighter, I want to fight. You know?
I think it's a gray area, Magic.
Me smash. Exactly. And also, like, you guys aren't limited, so your character's not limited to the party, but I would like if you guys, like, we can all talk about it in character creation, but like create characters that kind of not work well together, but like fit in together. Like they obviously go adventuring for a reason. Like, why are you guys together?
Yep.
If that makes
Can I
sense.
be a gambling boogeyman?
Can you be a gambling what? Sorry?
Can I be a gambling boogeyman?
Yeah.
Are you saying you want to write the...
That steals everybody's money to gamble.
All I can think is just writing the character from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Exactly.
And
that's where it's from, and I steal people with.
And also, like, your character, like, party fit doesn't limit the class and race choice that you guys are going to go with. So, like, if you guys choose to not roll with a certain class, that's fine. Like, don't build a character to fit the party, build a character that you want to play. Because you'll have the most enjoyment out of that.
Yep.
Magic asked, what about necromancy? Is it evil in your world?
I said, like, a bit of a grey area.
Yeah, this will be something that we'll kind of, like, cover...
I guess it's character to character.
Yeah,
So,
character to character, and
Because we already discussed that the alignment.
The majority of the
Yeah.
world. You need to work out whether or not the society of the world agrees with it or not.
Yeah, so like if to give you a bit of like context, I guess the way I'm thinking of setting this out, I'm obviously gonna continue to evolve this in my head, but if anyone's like seen Conan or like sword and sorcery stuff, so there's no real like set nations, there are like city states, and in between city states is like wilderness that's like uncontrolled, basically. Yep. So there's like monsters, bandits, like stuff like this world is dangerous but inhabited by like otherworldly things that man can't really comprehend and things like that. So, and like more so like civilization isn't massive. Like what is there has been like for like tooth and claw to establish it. So like there's no set like, it's kind of like if you think like Mad Max and the Thunderdome, how like Humongous united all these dudes and that's like Humongous's thing.
Yep.
Like, so there'll be things like that, but there's no like set, you know, map or cartography. Like everything's kind of still being explored, and the people who are trying to do that are obviously in a lot of danger considering
Magic, you
like,
joke, but that actually is going to be my character's goal.
And things like that. But that's how like I am thinking of setting it all out. And like obviously things change from city to city. Like one people might have opinions about like necromancy, for example, that differ from another and things like that.
Yep.
But that's just how I'm like thinking of having it set out.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm also like, it's going to be a bit of a sandbox, but I'm also going to include like player-driven narrative hooks that we will build off of together. So like you guys are involved rather than me just being like, here's a dungeon.
Go inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to make you all attached to this crazy world that we're about to inhabit.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
And just the last one. We could probably cover this after character creation if you wanted, but just start thinking about what, you're all adventurers for one reason or another, but are adventurers all seen as heroes? Is there an adventuring guild? Are you guys pirates on a pirate ship, or do you all belong to a certain faction? Do you have normal lives during downtime and things like that?
Yep.
These are things that we'll kind of work through as we go.
Okay.
But yeah, easy, cool, sick. Well, if you guys are in Roll20, I've assigned you all character sheets and stuff like that. If you can click on them, they should be under your name. Cool.
Alright,
and you can go through the there's a character mancer option for probably if you don't know how to do character sheets and things like that, the character mancer is extremely useful on how to get through
Wait, how do I
building a character. So if you click on Ethan
in the weird thing again.
yeah, in the journals, you'll click on Ethan and then click
Yeah.
character sheet.
I've got bio and information. That's it.
There are tabs along the top.
Yeah.
I don't have any tabs except for bio and information.
So the character mentor walks you through it.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Do you not have one there, Ethan?
All I
Yeah,
got.
Ethan's is empty.
Okay, hold on.
Mine's empty.
Try now.
Nothing. I'll
Okay.
exit out and come back in. Still nothing.
Oh. Hold on.
Here, I'll share screen.
Oh no, here, I've got you.
1 second. I'm just trying to work out how to screen share Google.
Try that.
Yeah, 1 sec. We just got a quick issue to fix. We'll just add a display capture.
Alright, I see it now. Thank you.
Okay, that's right.
The character man.
The character mancer steps you through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I might use it just so that I actually. Know what
Yeah,
the fuck
you're all
I'm
good.
doing again.
Baxter, I just have to go for 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yep. Well, do we want to take a quick intermission before character creation?
Let's do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
What? What?
We're just gonna take a quick intermission.
Okay. How do I make my character? Okay.
We'll teach you how to do that once we get back, Sydney. All right. We'll take a 5-minute intermission. All right. We've finished off the intermission here. Welcome back, everybody.
Sup?
Hi, I have returned.
Is everyone else here yet?
Josh just got a call from Ellie.
I like how you just hesitated a little there. Ellie?
Answer a quick question for us, both chat and group. What alignment would a bogan be?
That's a wonderful giggle.
Chaotic neutral?
What? What's
I
happening?
think so.
What alignment would a bogan be?
Chaotic drunk,
Chaotic drunk.
Like Penny said in chat, chaotic drunk. I see you. Cool. So, this will probably go more for. Actually, I'll hop in and I'll make a character as well.
What?
No, I'll make one alongside you just so I can
Teach.
Like more so just walk through Sydney.
You might need to give Kyra a hand too, but I think she's doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, no, I've got my concept down now.
Okay, cool. Let me just add this.
Hello there, Trent.
Cool. I will be creating.
Sorry, I'm back.
So I'm gonna.
What do you mean
use the character-
silence?
I'm gonna use the character mancer just so I know how to walk you all through. But whoa.
I'm using the character mancer.
Okay, cool. So it's pretty like step by
How the
step.
fuck do you trigger the character mancer again?
Click up
Does
on the
it-
little thing up in the top corner, next to and then click on your name. Click on your own name,
Yeah.
and then click into character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and there you go.
Oh, did it not show up?
What? No, his he can't change.
Hold on.
No, I can change it. It's just not a character mancer
Hold on.
thing.
Choose a race.
Are
I'm
we?
giving you like a sneak preview of my knee.
That's going to get the views up.
Even
You
though
know
they
it.
can't see you right now.
No, it's implied.
Oh, yeah. The implication is all that's needed.
Mr. DM, sir, are we rolling hit dice?
For
You can do-
leveling up.
Oh, stand by. I'm backwards. My apologies. I thought we rolled for our initial HP. I'm just dumb.
No, I think it's set. Sorry, let me just fix this for Baxter and I'll have a look.
You know, I'm the one that ends up with the broken character sheet.
Am
Obviously,
I waiting to go through this with everyone?
No, if you'd like to go through it, go through it.
Oh, okay then, cool.
Completely up to you. Changes.
Where's the paladins? Race.
the
Okay, so
race.
You choose your race first, which you can just choose any of the races that's
Oh.
there, and then your class
Try now,
will be
Baxter.
a paladin.
Let's close my
Yeah,
character
go.
sheet. And then it's not. Oh, there it is.
Got
I'm
it?
just blind. Yep.
Is there an
Use
option
character
for-
mancer.
Is there an option for half dwarf, half human?
No, I don't think there is.
You could go a human variant who's small.
Yeah. Because, like, the way humans are, like, it's like in, like, the world now, basically, where humans all, like, generally kind of look the same, but it depends what area of the world you're in. So, like, there are different variants of human. So you're
Alright.
more than welcome to create your own variant if you'd like.
Right.
And then you can determine what your people normally look like and what
I
they
wanna
do.
be. I want to be like a dwarf or something, but super tall.
It's super tall.
Yeah. Because I want to be big and muscly, but I also want to be fucking 7. You know?
You could be just a human variant who's just like has the appearance of a dwarf.
Gotcha. How do I choose?
Always DM rule the stats of that stuff. Is what Magic said.
Hmm?
Magic just responded in chat to something you guys were talking about. Sorry, I was reading something, so I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you can DM. It's just building it. I'd probably go off of something that's been built because my homebrew stuff usually only extends to monsters and possibly
Yeah.
like magic items. Half elf, half.
What is
dwarf.
uncommon again? Because I get one.
Uncommon is like the
Mole people English.
yeah, more people English. So like dark elves speak undercommon. Most subterranean races capable of speak undercommon, like the Duragar and things like that.
There's no dark elves in this.
Not in like because this is just Roll20 only has the
sorry. Roll20 only uses the free stuff provided by wizards. All the other stuff you kind of have to like pay for. Or we can put them in as common if you're really set on playing like a custom one, sorry.
Yeah.
If you're set on playing a certain one.
Smith tools, brewer's supply, or mason's.
Whatever fits your character, Sydney.
What's a smith tool? And
What should
like
my
a-
second skill proficiency be?
A smith
Magic.
tool is like forging stuff.
And what about a mason?
Mason's tool is like masonry.
What's
that's-
masonry?
So like
Pots?
yeah, pots and stuff.
Oh.
Baxter, you can also drag that open further if you would like to show more on stream.
Thank you for that.
If that makes it
What
easier.
am I doing for the ability score method?
So if you'd like to take the normal like that, you can either roll for them or you can just take the set ones and arrange them wherever you would like.
So basically, what I'm going
Okay,
for
which would you
is
suggest?
a. Wait, I'm just going to deafen real
If
quick.
you,
I'm going for a fighter that is going to be designed to make his own city state over time. That's my end goal.
because if you like once you've rolled for them, like some people instantly go, I shouldn't have rolled for them. Like the set ones just kind of give you a nice base of like you're good at like these 2-3 things, you're really good at one thing, and then you're kind of mediocre. Like the worst is like an 8, is that correct?
Yeah, the lowest is 8.
Yeah, which is only -1.
So
Okay.
my plan is to roll for them.
Okay.
Do you need me to do that in roll 20?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And you can just roll. I'm fine with you just rolling them, or rolling and then you picking which one goes where. I'm happy with that.
Excellent.
You don't have to
Excellent.
go. I'm rolling
In
for
order.
strength. Like
Yep.
up to you. Yeah, you don't have to do like that. I'm fine with you just rolling the set amount that you need and then picking where they go.
Will do. I will do that now.
Yep. And I can look at all your character sheets and stuff like that if you'd like.
Question.
Yep.
Are we doing spells like via the textbook?
Via the player's handbook.
Yeah. So, are they like influenced by your career? Because I know some spells are influenced by charisma, some spells. Are influenced
That depends on your class more so than the spell. So if you're a warlock, it's influenced by charisma. That's your spellcasting modifier. If you're a
Oh,
wizard,
yes.
it's your intelligence.
Yeah.
I think if you're a sorcerer, it's also your intel.
Yeah, I don't think anything's wisdom. I don't think anything falls under wisdom.
No, but wisdom. Hold on, I've got the player's
Wisdom.
handbook in front of me. I've also linked you all a copy of the player's handbook if that helps. But Roll20's got.
Let's
It's in the Discord.
let's
chat.
keep it then, Magic.
But Roll20's got all of it in there as well. If you click over to, let me have a look. The compendium.
Okay.
So it's just the tab next to journal, and you've got like classes, charm, content, feats, items, lore, monsters, all that sort of stuff.
So in the ability score method, when I go to choose, there's nowhere for me to put it at the moment. Do I just click next and keep going, or
Let me have a look. Are you in your?
It doesn't have the normal rolls for the normal 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, okay. I can just read them out if you'd like now.
Yeah.
If that makes it easier, and you guys can. I'll actually.
Or
I'll
you can
put it-
roll for them.
I
Yeah, or
just
you can-
can't like input it anywhere.
You just go custom.
Custom. Okay. And then so what are the normal ones? And then I
Okay,
choose
so
those?
the normal ones I'll post in the Discord chat now,
Oh,
just
thank
so
you.
it's easier for you to have a look.
Awesome. Thank you.
So that's right. 14.
Go with charms. What?
Those
my
are the
skill
ones that you
proficiencies?
can. It's 15 through to 15, 14, 13, 12.
If
10,
anything, I'd say intimidation
thank you.
so that you've got
That's
that
right.
iron
What's
fist.
going on?
So-
once you get up to the ability score method, so this is what decides like how much of a skill you have in certain aspects. These numbers that Josh has put in, which is 15, 14, 13, 12, 10,
10,
and 8,
yeah.
are the base numbers that you can put in, and you put one in each, or you can do what Mitch is doing, which is roll for each of them.
Right.
Which, as you can see, Mitch got higher numbers, but you can also get way lower numbers. So,
Like that.
yeah,
What did you roll?
20, 18, 14, 15, and 12.
Jeez.
It's a 10. I have to minus the lowest number.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna pick.
Yeah, I just pick. I don't roll. I feel it's too risky.
Ah, 15.
Constitution's your health, right?
Yes. Constitution is like important kind of for everything because when you roll your HP when you level up, you add your Constitution modifier. Also, with rolling,
What's charisma, sorry?
charisma is influences your social skills. So persuasion, intimidation. Let me grab a character sheet to have a look at, and I can tell you what else it influences.
Warlocks are the ones that know necromancy, yeah?
No, warlocks get their magic from making a pact. So you can make a pact
but
with like an
Who
archlich.
does necromancy? Because I know
Wizards.
we were talking.
Wizards.
Oh, okay.
Just wizards, I think.
Yeah.
Just basic wizards, right?
I know we were
oh,
talking
actually, I
about it
think-
before, but I wanted to do necromancy.
Yeah, so I think wizards aren't the only class with access to the Raise Dead spell. However, they are the only class with like a necromancy tree, basically. Like you can choose to specialize as a necromancer.
I have a character sheet that I'm looking
Yeah.
at.
So yeah, it's like deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion are your charisma ones.
Ability score method.
Yeah, so that's the So you click custom, Sydney, and then you pick the numbers that I posted in chat. Like you get to pick 1 to be 15, 1 to be 14, and so on and so forth.
What are the kinds of backgrounds?
So backgrounds in the player's handbook kind of like they just influence what you start with, and some come with a feat. So like for instance, the I think the folk hero or something like that has a feat, and it gives you like some equipment and stuff like that. I'm fine if you guys want to like. I feel that they kind of narrow your decision of like backstory and whatnot. So I'm fine if you want to just pick one that's closest to it, and we can just be like, it's this background because it suits it, but my actual background is this. Talk about that.
Well, the background selection for me only has one.
Yeah, same. It's
Yeah,
acolyte or custom.
Yeah, I'm acolyte or custom as well.
Oh, okay.
Which
in-
is Acolyte's a pretty shitty one. by the
Yeah,
way.
in that instance, have a. Hold on, let me have a look in Roll20. Oh, there are. Okay, that's.
Go back when you accidentally click on something like I
Just-
accidentally clicked on a quarterstaff and the like stuff. How do you go back to go back to what I was looking at before?
There should just be a back button at the bottom left-hand corner. With backgrounds, if you just open up the, it's probably not the easiest way, but you can click custom and then have a look at the player's handbook I linked everyone. That might be like, just look at the background section of it and we can enter it all. Oh, you've got a player's handbook there. Great. Because I think that's just because Roll20 has
the free stuff, and the free stuff's just the forget what it is, the Mines of
Yeah.
Phandelver, something like that. And so the only background there is Acolyte.
So this is Mitch's handbook. Is it the right thing?
Yeah, that's the one I've got.
Awesome.
So
Can I have a hand with that, Josh?
Let me have a look.
what that
Am I
You'll have to look
able-
at stream with the background stuff.
Oh,
am I
I've,
able
um, I've
am
got
I
it here.
able to roll and keep the character sheet open at the same time?
Yes.
You
So
can
you
pop the
have-
character sheet out.
Ah, I can. Fuck me. I'm so dumb.
Ethan,
No,
have
you're
you
not.
also been clicking the next button instead of just clicking on the top tabs? Because abilities has like 6 sections within it instead of just the one that automatically starts off with.
Okay.
So is this the background you're taking, Baxter?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you need help with?
So if you look at stream, is this just what I need to do, and then just go through the background features after that? Or
Yeah.
do I have to add a tool proficiency and shit like
Um,
that?
Does it come with tool? Yeah, I think you'll have to add your tool proficiency, but it's only one type of gaming set. But
Yeah. So it's not really worth it, but I may as well add it.
yeah, like you can have a gaming set that you're good at. If that ever
Josh,
comes up. Yes.
How do I roll the dice in this thing?
So you
up in
go.
the left corner, there's a little thing.
In
There's
the
a
left corner.
there's a drop down menu that you can that's always there, and there's a little
Drop down
uh,
menu. Yeah.
a little 20 die at the very bottom, just before the help thing. You may need to move
Oh,
your
yeah.
thing a little bit over across.
Josh, I'm going to roll for my abilities, just so you know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I need to roll 6 dice. So I'm gonna
so
roll them
it-
one at a time.
It's you don't roll a d20, you roll 4d6 and you
Yeah.
take the lowest.
Yeah.
I mean, no, sorry, you remove the lowest.
Yeah. I know.
Yep. But I think you can just type. Let me check.
It's
Roll.
alright. It's okay.
four,
I
six.
figured it out, so I'm gonna just do it.
Oh no, that didn't work. Oh no, no, it didn't.
Josh, what's an acolyte?
An acolyte. It like a
Temple person?
kinda, yeah. Similar to that.
Right. Can I be
Um,
wrong?
If you Sydney, I'll link it to you again so you don't need to scroll through chat. But where is it? Oh, I'm in chat with.
Doing background sucks.
Josh,
Yeah.
that's my 6. I'm gonna now just quickly calculate them now.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So I'll link that to you, Sydney, but I'll also find if you'd like a just what Baxter's been using because it's easier, I think.
What the fuck? Well, that can't happen. I like that physically doesn't work.
Can you guys stop rolling for a sec? Sorry, it keeps scrolling me down when I'm trying to do my numbers. Sorry.
Can I be something different?
Are you just
Um,
copying and pasting from the handbook, Baxter?
What?
Are you just copying and pasting from the handbook?
Yeah.
Can I be something different than acolyte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
go
just need to
custom,
custom from the handbook.
Yeah.
And then
So
you go
see,
to the handbook.
Constitution.
Constitution
Yeah.
is like your health, but also your ability to like shrug off poison and like if someone's trying to like hold on here. Let me have a look. So Constitution impacts your
Endurance.
yes, your endurance. Like there's no active skill for it, but it's more like your HP, resistance to poisons and things like that. Like some things in the game require you to make a Constitution saving throw and things like that to prevent you from like being knocked to the floor or.
Josh, do I get a third language because of my proficiencies from Noble?
It's one. Let me double check.
Because I got 2 from Human, and then
Yeah.
do I get another one from Languages?
Yes, one of your choice.
Cool. Am I right to roll now, Ethan?
Yep, sorry, I'm all done. Thank you.
So Sydney, in that PDF I linked you, if you just look at the
I
background
know,
section,
I can
there's
see it
a-
happening already.
It starts on page 127, but you have to scroll through to find 127, and just look in the bottom right corner, Sydney.
So the only background I've got is the acolyte. Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you need to
Yeah.
use the player handbook.
I'll link it to you. To make it easier, Ethan. There you go. No one's going to assassinate their own teammates for gold.
Wink, wink.
There are bigger
Uh,
things to worry about.
I can't proficiency bonus.
Wait,
In fact, the world does revolve around me.
Sorry, you can't proficiency bonus into what?
Okay.
Dick?
So I've chosen my thing, but I can't go the proficiency that I want in my background area because I already have it as a proficiency in something else.
Oh, so
do
you
I just need to go back and change that, or
yeah. So you can pick another one.
that has
from your-
proficiencies?
So from your class.
background?
127.
127.
So yeah, if it already gives you a proficiency in that, they can just pick another one from what your class or race gives you. I think it's class.
Class. Okay. I'll just go back to class and change it.
Is there set gods in this?
So that's another thing that we'll kind of like workshop / talk about. In my head at the moment, there will be like a pantheon of gods that, like, you know, humans look to, and then elves look to maybe a different one, or dwarves look to something else, and then there'll be also
That's what I was
like,
thinking too, Magic.
the betrayer gods, and then like what I'm kind of angling for is like people believe in gods, but also like there are rumors of that like gods walk the lands and things like that, and so people are really superstitious and stuff like that. So like
What?
to answer
What
your
are
question,
Sorry. What are language proficiency?
so there are different languages in the game, like common, which everyone speaks, and there'll be like elvish, dwarvish, undercommon, celestial, fiendish, draconic, things like that. So you can pick one of those. So it's like, oh, I run into a dragon, I can speak its language, so it
I can
understands.
already speak Dwarvish and
What should I name my
Just don't get those
character?
ones.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you already like if it gives you another language proficiency, you can just
Mhm.
pick another one as well.
What are the
So I can
gaming?
be-
What are the gaming sets? Sorry.
Gaming sets would be like let me have a look to see if it's in Roll20. If not, I'll have a look in the actual book.
Because it's not coming up as just a.
I don't know what I should name my character.
Maybe you should put it to the chat for a vote.
What does everyone think I should name my character?
Dad Goldstein.
Just simply father.
So, Josh,
Father.
my thing
Yeah.
has been weird. And when I put in my background, I selected all of my proficiencies, but then I went back, and when I came back into it, it like all cleared, but also won't let me choose those proficiencies anymore. So is it because those things have been like applied already?
It could be that it's just not loading the page
Well,
properly.
Everything else is loaded except those proficiencies are grayed out. Like I can't choose them.
Let me have a look.
Yes, that's because you've already chosen them beforehand. So you
So it-
either have to change what you had before, or if you're
So
still
will
doing
they
back-
still be there?
Yes, they'll still be there, but
Okay.
you just have to change them.
Okay, cool. So they're the ones that I wanted, so I'm fine.
Yeah. If at the end it's not, we'll go through it and fix it.
Okay, thank you.
That's right. What was I looking at? Background? No, not backgrounds. Gaming sets.
All right. Pick from these names.
So
In the background. When
Actually, no, these
custom,
names.
How do I? Where's the skill proficiency? It's not coming up.
We're gonna name him
Oh,
Baldric.
You need to go
Yeah,
chart
we're
me.
naming him Baldric.
I found it. Sorry.
So it's in the base game, Dakin, it's just I linked it to you, but it's a dice set or a playing card set.
Okay.
The two gaming sets.
I'll just
Okay.
get dice set.
You can get bagpipe. You can get dulce. I love this game.
I'm creating a character that will inspire the masses to create a medieval version of communism.
I dig it. You and I can make your religion together if you'd like, Sydney.
What? Religion?
Aberrant.
Sorry.
He's gonna be an atheist culture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
Uh,
I will worship Braun.
You'll
Okay.
worship Braum.
okay.
And one of
Well,
my personality traits, I think. Oh, I want to do I quote or misquote sacred texts, and all I do is whenever I try and quote one of the texts, it's actually just a line from Braum. So it's like Braum is here.
okay.
Is there any languages got to do with the with hell, or is that just infernal?
Infernal.
Fiendish or infernal, I think is what it's called. That's usually spoken by demons and things like that.
Yeah.
I just need to mute myself for a second, Baxter.
There's no Fiendish.
Yep, all good. Can I paste images in there?
Equipment.
What's the
Okay,
cross-round
come
background feature? What the fuck do I put in there?
So if your background comes with a feature, you put that in. So like
With the feature.
it'll be in the what background did you pick?
No.
Pardon?
Sage.
Sage. I think you do have one. Let me have a look. It should be it'll be there if
Page-
it says.
Oh fuck! I don't know what page it is.
That's fine. I'll find it.
I love that when you get to the spells section, if you're not a magician, it's just like the arcane is a mystery to you. Your character does not have any spells at this level. Click next to review your character.
What is class equipment
have-
and what's starting world?
Yeah, Dragon Prince is great, my man.
Starting wealth.
Yeah. and
That'll be like the money that you start with. It's based off of your background.
It says
so-
here, how would you like to choose your equipment? Class equipment or starting world?
You'll go class equipment.
Okay.
Ethan, you get the feat researcher, which is it's actually on the next page. So of Sage, if you scroll down, it should be there. It's on the page with the picture of the elven woman and scrolls floating everywhere.
Thank-
That's right.
So I just worked out my starting health.
Mhm.
Is 2 a lower number
2.
as my maximum hit points?
2 being your maximum hit point.
Yes.
Yes, that's a very low number. What
Okay.
class are you?
I am a cleric.
That's extremely low for a cleric.
Yes, my constitution is 15.
Yeah, no,
So I'm-
I think
so I'm a
is it only
researcher.
taking in your modifier?
I think it may be. I need to add 1d8. So is that 8 plus 2?
Yes, let me look. That's the feat that you get, Ethan,
Oh,
and
so
it
that's
just
research.
gives you like a thing that you do. So your hit points your starting hit points at first level is 8 plus your con modifier.
Okay, so 10, not 2.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great. And then your hit die is 1d8 per level.
Easy.
And Ethan, the feat. So I'll just read it out. So when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore,
I see
yeah,
it.
so you can use that feat to be like, there's information, but I don't know it. But I know where I can find it, sort of thing. And then we can use that to explore that road.
What pack do I use? Priest's pack or Explorer's pack?
You get to pick them.
What's the diff?
So I will link you the.
I still have to roll my hit dice, don't I?
No, so you don't. You just take a It's usually like the max of your hit die plus your con modifier.
Okay.
But I'll
look at stream real quick.
Fighter. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll double check in the player's handbook there for you. Hold on, Sydney. I'll link it to you in one moment.
Baxter, does stream want to help me with a character name?
Yeah, 10 plus your con modifier.
10 plus my
That's
con
the-
modifier?
Yeah, 10 plus your con modifier.
Okay, because my hit dice right now is 1.
Oh, it should be 1d10. You're a fighter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Con modifier.
Your hit die.
Oh,
is
yeah.
1d10.
Yep, cool.
Is the higher your strength or constitution or whatever, the better you.
Yeah, so if you're if you have a 16 score in strength, you get +3, I think, on rolls that involve strength. So and that also equates to damage. So if you're not using a finesse weapon, so like a maul or a mace, right? You'll roll the weapon damage and then add your strength bonus to that as well. And then because you're a paladin, your I think wisdom modifier is your spellcasting modifier as well.
Do I
Sorry.
have to cast spells?
No, you don't have to cast spells, but it's like part of the thing that makes you a paladin. Like you have access to healing spells, and I think
Like
there's a healing
shielding.
spell.
There's a healing spell. There's like shielding spells. There's also enchanting sort of spells where you enchant your weapon.
I thought they were mostly like angry holy boys on a crusade. Like they're very like high damage, like radiant
High damage,
spells
though,
and things.
with enchantment. Like you enchant from memory, because I played a paladin, unless I played a certain paladin that only kind of dwelled into enchantments, because all I had to do was enchant the weapon before going, like just before fighting, and then bam. You do,
Yeah.
like,
Are we fucking around with weight?
I'm okay, like not to really worry about that unless it's extremely absurd.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
oh.
why?
Never mind. Don't worry.
Wait, I don't mean the weight of your character, Deacon. I meant the weight of the shit you
okay.
carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and magic hit die first level is usually the max of that class's hit die. So for a fighter, it's 1d10. For a barbarian, I think it's 1d12, and then it's that plus your con modifier for first level, and then every level after that, for a fighter, for example, you'll roll your d10 and then add your con modifier. Another rule that I really like in or that I've kind of like decided that I really like, and I'm fine to test it out here, is that if you roll a 1, you get to reroll for your con or for your HP, your hit die, because getting 1 plus your con modifier really sucks. So,
Yeah.
like the lowest you can get is a 2.
Yep.
plus your.
Did yours get stuck on loading building your character?
No. It was or it did hang for a little bit.
Because it's been like almost a minute.
I don't think it hung for that long.
I'm just a bit scared to close it.
Question. I'm from a noble background. Do I start with gold or not?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, or nay.
Have,
It didn't give me gold.
Just look on the
For how much money
Hold on.
it is in the player's handbook.
yeah. Sydney, I just linked you the equipment pack stuff. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh wait.
Maybe there's something wrong.
Okay, so my tools didn't come up from my background. So how do I add them?
You should just be able to add them into your equipment on your character sheet.
Okay, so I just add them into equipment.
Yeah.
So they're tool proficiencies.
Oh, so you'll add your proficiencies into your the proficiency section,
Okay.
and then any equipment that you have, you'll put in the equipment.
Okay, so my tool proficiencies are in one type of gaming set and thieves tools. So do I just write that in the proficiency?
Yeah. You can
Okay.
pick what sort of gaming set if you'd like.
Okay.
I sent it to Dakin. Let me double check.
And then in the proficiency bonus, do I choose what attribute it is, or because that says name,
Oh,
proficiency bonus, attribute, mods.
Your proficiency bonus on your character sheet, is that what you're talking about?
No, so basically I'm a criminal, and then in the tool proficiencies, it says I need one type of gaming set and thieves tools in the proficiencies.
Yeah.
So when
So
I
you
try and
go-
add a tool proficiency, it asks for the name, the proficiency bonus, the attribute, and the mods.
Okay, so proficiency bonus at level 1 is 1. So you get
Okay.
+1 to anything that you're proficient in. The gaming
Okay.
sets, you can choose a dice set or a playing
I'll
card.
be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, so I can just say like playing cards, and I'm
Yep.
proficient. And then what do I choose as an attribute?
So you get, I think, is there a does it have a selection? I think it just gives you like you are proficient in this, if I'm not mistaken.
So I give it a name, and then the attribute is like strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, or query attribute.
For gaming card set, just write query attribute because it's really depending on the situation that we're gonna be using it.
Okay.
And we can sort it out when we get there.
So do I do the same for the thieves tools?
Thieves tools is Dex.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the mod is 1.
Yep, +1.
Cool. Thank you.
That's right.
The boogie
What have you linked, Sydney? Let's have a look.
I don't know what's fuck.
What is my title, Josh?
Your title, you are a noble.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, the noble. Sorry, let me have a look at what Sydney's picked. Oh. What's up, Sydney? What are you
I
asking?
don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, with what? Where are you up to?
So like, does that work? Is that fine with you? Or what?
Yeah.
So I'm allowed 13th strength and 17 constitution.
Yeah, because you get +2 con being a
A dwarf,
yeah.
but doesn't back have his is like 3, 1, 2, 0, -1?
Did you
roll or did you take the base stats?
What?
He
Ah,
rolled.
He
But I
rolled.
don't.
I rolled.
Did you take the the last number off?
So to roll for your stats, you roll 4d6 and you
Huh?
remove the lowest number there.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Uh,
I find writing them down easier than them.
Yeah.
There we go. My character's done.
Huzzah.
Wait, and we have 9 hit points. What the fuck?
What are you?
You can look at it, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Are you
I
the
was
only
just-
person who can?
I think so.
Hold on, let me have a look. Are you Nog?
Yeah, bruh.
so wait, I take off the last number.
Yeah, so if you roll
Lowest.
no, not the last one, the lowest. So if you roll 46 and you roll a 6, a 5, a 4, and a 3, you take away the 3.
Baxter, do you like how it unpacks your entire bag?
Yeah.
So you now have like all these random shit that you never realized you actually had?
Yeah, but now you know you've got it.
When I
yes.
add equipment, do I have to assign weight to it?
I don't worry too much about that. I'm not too
Okay.
worried.
I'm just adding
Oh.
the weight because if it ends up that I'm carrying like 200 kilos around, that
Oh, yeah.
becomes kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Right now I'm carrying 100 around.
How much
That
would
in
you
itself's
say a
fucked.
crowbar weighs?
So wait, what?
Wait,
have
you
a
shouldn't
crowbar.
be adding that one by one.
Well, I had to because it didn't come up when I said I was a
Do you want me to
criminal.
come give you a hand?
You can come, but it didn't come up when I... Oh, wait, no, my crowbar's there.
Yeah.
But my set of dark common clothes is not.
That I did have to add.
Okay. So is the crowbar coming from being a criminal, or is the crowbar coming because I
It's
chose
coming-
a Dungeoneer's pack?
It might be. It's definitely from criminal, I think, but
Okay.
it could
No,
also be
no, no,
from
no, no. It
engineers.
wouldn't because that's her background, and it wouldn't be coming from the
Oh
background 'cause
yeah,
it's custom.
no, you've picked. Yeah, that's right. You've picked.
Criminal.
Yeah, it'll come from your. No, sorry, it'll come from your class.
So I had
because
to
we've made
add
our
another crowbar. Is that okay?
If you really want 2 crowbars, sure.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Who
Yeah, I'm
knows?
down. Yeah.
Ends up just using them as dual wielding weapons.
She did go a dual wielding fighter.
I dig it.
So wait, what?
What's wrong, Sydney?
Can you repeat back to me what I have to?
Okay, so in roll 20, let's have a look. Have you? Okay, so you've rolled your 46 there. So see the first one, how it's a 13. It's actually a 12 because your lowest there is 1. So you take away the 1, and that's one of your ability scores that you can assign. The next one you've
so-
got is a 19, but it's actually a 16.
15. Oh,
Magic
16 if
crowbars.
you take away 4.
16 if you take away 4.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm bad at math. I'm bad at math, dude. Don't worry. I'm figuring out everything else. Sorry.
So it'd be 15.
Yes, correct.
Wait, what's this for?
So it's a 12, a 15, and a 14 you've got there. So you've got to do 2 more.
I think
What
I'm
about-
done.
What about
Oh.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma?
Yeah, so you've got 3 there, and then you need to roll 3 more.
Ah,
Quick question, Josh.
Yes.
Where in the book are the spells?
Spells are in the very back.
Yeah, Ethan,
well,
you're gonna be here for a bit.
What's your hold on? What's
Yeah.
your class?
Wizard.
Okay. Let me
So
find
I
you
have
a.
to pick like 3 cantrip spells and then
Cantrips.
I pick. Yeah, sorry,
Cantrips.
cantrips. And then I gotta pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level.
Okay, so here I'm gonna link
And
you
then
a.
cantrip spells. Are those the ones that you can use multiple
Yeah,
times?
they're your
Yes.
spammies.
They're your
So go
spammies,
ma-
so you
go
wanna
magic
pick something
missile, bro.
overpowered.
Magic missile.
Yeah. Magic missiles. Actually, that's a spell, not a
No, what?
Magic missile's
from
a spell.
cantrip?
No, it's a spell.
Damn.
Okay. Anyway, what? Where?
So-
what page?
Hold on. Here, I'm gonna do you a solid.
In the book.
Yeah, no. You don't want to look at that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
do.
that'll take you way too long.
Yeah, I built a wizard a while ago. So go to that link that I just sent you.
Fine.
No, that one automatically generates it for you.
So you
That's
can look at your level, like you can sort it by level, and then you can
Where do I sort it? What the fuck is this?
So okay, so this is a list of your spells. So there's the name, level, time, school, blah blah blah. Right? So you sort by level. So it's got cantrip up the top, and then first, second, third, so on and so forth. Right? And then you go.
Wait,
Click.
wait. What level?
Yep. So click the level when to make cantrip.
Okay, cantrips up the top.
Great,
yeah.
cool. Now click filter.
Wizard.
Yep. And then
Sydney,
that-
did you change your character's name before you cooked your character, or have you not cooked your character yet?
You can
It,
change
it
the name
didn't
after.
change anything. What the fuck?
Uh,
Oh, because it's got all these other
Yeah.
So-
Okay. And
What?
then you can
No,
Pin them?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh.
Just
Sydney, I like how you've leaned down so
Really,
now on Baxter's stream, you're just like, eyes.
oh my god, I think I fucked it up. What the fuck?
just reload the page, friend. Fine.
It's now not coming up with all the.
Oh, because you've filtered something
I
out.
accidentally exited. Shit, fuck me.
Oh, did you get rid of the actual?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to click the sources. Include the player's handbook, because I don't think they
Yeah.
included that, and that's a lot of spells.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Otaku. Otaku, by the way.
AFK.
It's still not like when I go filter and click on wizards and then save, it's still showing me like conjuring.
Yeah, no, because there's different
Ah.
those are the schools of magic. So you've got evocation, which is your like.
There's a necromance one. Whoa.
Yes, there are
How do I
necromancer
figure out-
ones.
How do I figure out what the spell actually does? Do I click on the spell and it'll tell me?
Yeah, so if you click on the spell, there'll be a
Oh, okay.
box that and then
Yeah.
at the top right of that box,
Mm-hmm.
click the pin. It pins a list of them, so you can choose your cantrips by pinning them there, and then you can choose your spells after that,
Okay, cool.
and then you can just generate a sheet.
Alright, love you.
If you want, I can put that
Yes, I
tool.
said love you to Josh. He fucking saved my life, okay?
I
But
can
he
put
didn't
that tool in
respond.
the,
That's what
I-
we were laughing
I
at.
love you. I love you too. I can put that tool. I think it'll be helpful for Sydney. I don't know if anyone else is playing a caster.
No, it'll.
I'm
Sydney.
Playing
a
a
caster.
cleric, so kind
Yeah.
of.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is
You're
me.
playing
Okay,
trickster.
I'll-
You're looking to go trickster cleric too, so you can have a lot of
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, hold on. I'll just grab it up for you.
Josh, are you fine
Yes.
with me writing?
How's the
this
mix,
down
by the way, magic?
In a Word document and then just chucking it at you.
Yeah, mate. That's.
I'm not gonna write my backstory on stream. Like
Let me
that's gonna
just-
take too long.
So, Mitch and Sydney, that 5e tools. If you just click the filter, make sure the player's handbook is enabled in the source. It should be blue, and then you just sort it by your class.
Is the sound mix good,
and
by
then
the
you
way,
can
magic?
filter through it and have a look. It's really easy when you can
Oh,
pin
nice.
it. And then, yeah,
Thank you for that.
no, it's a great little site, and you can pin it. And it's got all the expansions there, so you've got more selection. And once you've pinned it all, you can either pop it out into a separate window or make a list that you can print off or save.
It says to me that arcane is a mystery too.
Oh, you're a paladin.
Yeah.
Nani? The most weebiest thing I've ever said in my bed. Oh, so you get spells at second level.
Oh.
So Sydney's not a caster until he levels up a little.
paladins take a little while before they kick in, Sydney.
Yeah, but you get
Sydney,
lay on
that's-
hands.
That's good though, because then you get to have.
You
an
get to
idea for the
learn
game,
first.
and
Yeah,
then have magic thrown in your face because magic's pretty complicated.
but you still it's dumbed down magic. It's not like wizards, and
Yeah,
you get lay on hands at first level, which is healing.
yeah.
Which is
Well,
actually
Right.
kind of big.
great.
It's kind of big, that shit.
Yeah, and you get divine sense as well. And then at second level, you pick.
So
get
with
spell
my
casting and
with
you pick
my
fighting style.
cantrips, do I want to be trying to picking out the things that just do the most damage and just?
I have when I built a wizard, I had the most fun building around the character's theme rather than min max.
Yeah, because I want to go necromancer. So there's only 2 cantrips.
Yeah,
spells.
so necromancy is of all of the schools of magic, it is the slowest off the bat.
That's okay. I don't fucking
So-
care. So maybe I'll do the 2 cantrips that are necromancy because they're the only 2, and then just pick something that's really fucking OP. Which this one does the most damage because it makes them. Oh no, but they have to do a Constitution saving throw, so if they actually succeed, then.
So with necromancy 2, you don't get access to raise dead until you get access to 3rd level spells, I'm pretty sure.
That's fine. I don't.
So just keep that in mind.
I really don't
Okay.
give a shit about that.
Cool.
I just don't like Constitution saving throws spells.
Well-
because if they succeed, they only take half the damage.
Yeah, but think about this too. If you or anyone else in the group has a way to give them disadvantage on Constitution, then
Combo. Yeah.
And even then, like if it's an AoE on con saves, there will be people that fail, there will be people that won't. And even people with high con modifiers still have the chance to fail based off of your spellcasting modifier and stuff like that. My brain hurts. Yeah, magic crowbar's magic.
Just start spinning them around like devil sticks.
Now just enchant them and beat people with them.
Alright, should I take Firebolt, which I do 1d10 of fire damage? I can also set things afire. Or, this is the one that does the most damage out of all the cantrips. Where are you going? Where have you fucking gone? Shit. Give me 2 seconds.
Alright, I think I'm done if you want to check over that.
Poison Spray. I can take Poison Spray, which does 1d12 damage, but they have to do a Constitution saving throw. If they succeed, they just take half.
Magic asked how death's gonna work as well when you're ready to respond to him.
Sorry, give me 1 moment, Magic.
Oh, the problem about Poison Spray though is it's only
wait.
like 10 feet.
Ethan's a necromancer. Oh, this is gonna be creepy. Ethan's gonna bring us all back to from death and just use us as like.
Actually, my backstory is going to be quite interesting, but anyway, that's something for you to find out. I think I'm going to take the Firebolt because the Poison Spray only has 10 feet. Like, that's shit.
You
Is
probably
mine
also hit
fine?
us. Oh, you're just gonna hit us anyway with all your spells in the back of the head.
Have you generated it, Sydney?
Can
You just click
hasn't-
next at the end,
Yeah,
Sydney.
you've got to Jenny it, friend.
Oh, but it's not the cantrips that I just picked are not in here, bro.
In where?
In the fucking
D20.
D20.
What roll? 20?
Language,
Roll
Ethan.
20.
Language.
No, that's why I'm saying you pin them to a thing there, a list there, and then generate the list rather than doing it in roll 20.
How do I
And then
the list now?
so
Can I make
Clean the
a-
page?
Can I make another suggestion? And I don't.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you. The way I've done this is I've generated my character in D&D Beyond and then transcribed it over.
yeah, if you're more than welcome to do that. I've never used D&D Beyond. This is the first time I've used roll 20, so I'm kind of like blundering through it with you guys. So if there are things that work better,
I found that the character mancer was lot better in this. than
Really?
Yeah.
well, like because it's like the spells, I'm real tempted to just like buy a bunch of the assets so we can all use them.
I
rather
mean,
than
do you want to
having-
continue to DM like other campaigns once we finish
Yeah.
this one? But I mean, there's no harm in doing it if you want to.
Yeah. But if you want, Ethan, just generate a list and send it to me, and I could go through it and put it all into your character sheet.
Okay.
Either
I'm
way.
gonna do that now. Because now I've got to pick 6 level 1.
I don't know what the fuck's going.
So have you clicked like generate character? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to let it load and do its thing.
Unless. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's your character.
And that's not Mimi, like that's not too Mimi or.
No, Josh can look at it now.
Hold on, let me open
Josh
it up.
can look it up, but no one else can. Except
Also, Kaya's character is literally named Wagon. Sydney.
Yes. I'm Wagon.
Nice.
Are you Speedwagon?
Just Wagon.
Sorry, JoJo's reference. I had to put it out there.
It's the Bogan D&D version of Mercedes.
So Sydney, the only thing I would suggest is swapping your strength and dex, just because your weapon is a strength weapon, not a finesse weapon. So you want your you want to do your strength pretty high, so you do more damage.
So I can just swap it around if I want.
Now we're in character creation, yes, but afterwards where it's kind of set in stone. You get ability score increases as we go along, but they're few and far between.
Right. So I'm as dumb as a rock, but I'm as strong as a rock, but I'm also not charismatic.
That's fine. You're average charisma. You're normal.
I'm the same as you, Sydney.
Epic.
Death magic, I'm gonna have a look at a few things in between now and session 1, and we can run over it before session 1 starts. But I kind of like death to have a bit more of a consequence rather than just I bring them back to life and that's it, you know? I really like how Matt Mercer set it out, where there's a bit more of a consequence and cost to bringing someone back, rather than just, I cast Revivify and they're back. But
What
I'm
kind
gonna.
of consequences?
Well, there's a cost to bringing it all back. It costs either materials or a bargain with certain individuals and beings and whatnot. But I'm gonna have a look at a few different options, and I'll either message it in the chat throughout the week, or I'll run it by everyone before session 1 starts, just so we're all on the same.
Okay.
But yeah. So is everyone? Ethan, you're still doing your character?
Yeah, sorry, I'm almost done. I've got one more level 1 spell to pick.
Yeah, you're all good. The only reason those spells aren't in Roll20 is because a lot of them are from the expansion.
Yeah, that's okay.
So if you put them, if you want to do the ones in Roll20, you're more than welcome.
No, I want these awesome shit.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking just
Yeah, so I'll have a look at them, and if I can make macros for them, so you just click on them and it does the thing, then sick. Otherwise, we'll just have to roll for them.
It's going good,
normally, and I'll
Otaku.
keep them up, so I've got the rules and stuff.
We've all just been making our characters.
Alright, I've got it.
We got
my
my boy over
Ethan's
here.
finishing off. Baxter, do you want to introduce characters and stuff, or do you want to leave it here and then
I think
introduce characters session 1.
Yeah, so I think we introduce characters session 1 so that we can then everyone can write backstory if they want to write backstory. And then we can introduce what needs to be introduced there.
Oh,
Yep,
sorry.
great.
Did
Yeah,
it
Magic.
work?
I do like the. Yeah, it worked.
Did
Magic.
you get the spells that I linked though?
Let me.
Just check that you got. The spells
No.
that I-
No.
Okay.
So what
okay.
you want to do is you want to go. If you click table or not table view, book view, and then you can either I think you can save the page, or if you go table view, you can go.
Oh yeah, I got
you
book
can-
view. And
yeah.
then I can like
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, Magic. I do like the high rollers like battle scars and stuff like that as well. So I'm just gonna. That's what I mean. I'm gonna have a look at different stuff.
Probably also need to save like that image or something. But those
Yeah,
are the
or
spells
just
that I like.
bookmark the, or you can. I think you can download the page or something like that, and do all that. Yeah. So we'll introduce characters and whatnot in session 1.
Yep. So do we want to discuss when we want to do session 1, real quick?
Well, I am down for. I don't think I've got anything next week. I've got a bunch of assessments due
So-
at the end of this week.
I was
fine.
thinking not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after. So like the Sunday of the 12th,
Yeah,
because
that gives me heaps.
that's Easter weekend, but we're all under house arrest.
This question, I haven't done a roll for my hit points. Do I need to do a roll?
Oh, so it'll be.
Did you pick the original, or did you just? Oh,
Mine are.
Oh,
my
no,
hit points
if
are
it's-
6. My hit points are
Yeah,
6.
If it's HB, it'll be. It'll be that plus your con, I think, because wizards only have 1d6 hit die.
What is fucking? What?
Yeah, 1d6
feats?
plus your constitution modifier. So
What?
feet, you get one from your background, which is your researcher, and then if you want to take one first level, you need to remove 2 like points from your ability scores.
Can't
if
post
you've got, like, a-
links in here, Magic.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if you've got like a
DM me
15
the
or
link
something
if you
like
want
that,
to.
You -2.
Yeah.
From the complete the whole score, and then you can take a feat instead. It's up to you.
Just wait. I'm gonna roll a number.
Yeah, you're good.
Actually, yeah, that is a really good resource that Magic just sent. Yeah, Sydney posted it in chat too.
That's beautiful.
All right, I'm 29 years old.
Wait, I'm gonna be the youngest one, aren't I?
What age are you?
14.
29 years old.
Yeah, you're gonna be the youngest.
Sick.
You weren't a kid. This is either gonna
Why
go.
did you go
No,
a kid,
Because
David?
orcs age cycle begins at 14, so 14 is their 18.
Okay.
Is he actually small?
No, he is very big. Dude, I told you what I wanted to be.
True.
A half orc tall man who's a rogue.
Oh yeah, that's right. Six. I'm so hyped. I would just like to say that I'm extremely excited. Yes. Sid.
Can you have a look at my bio and just make sure that it's alright?
Yeah. Give me.
Which one are you? Are you Torin or Baldric?
I'm Thorin.
I'm Baldric.
Why did you go Baldric?
Because we put it up on thing, and then even Sydney was like, "You got to name yourself Baldric."
Do you guys know what Blackadder is?
Yeah, I know what Black.
Yeah.
Your. Have you written it in bio, Sydney?
Yeah.
Is it in bio and info or on the bio character sheet?
Bio character sheet.
Okay, because it's not coming up for me.
If you're a bird person in human years, you're fully grown at 2 years old.
Yeah.
dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, thank
Wait,
you, dude.
Baxter, did you?
Did I what?
Who put a picture of their own?
That's me.
Mitch did.
Damn.
So is that? Can you see the bio?
Hold on.
We can't, I don't think.
Josh
no,
might
it's
be
not.
able to.
It's not letting me see your.
That?
Oh, wait, that should have already all been filled out.
Wait, what? Now there's 2 of you?
No,
Wait.
it's not coming up for me there, Sydney. Like I've got your core character sheet, but I don't have the bio there.
Wait, how did you? How,
So not up the top, where it says like age 32.
Oh no, I've got I've got the sorry, I've got the age 32, size medium, height. Wait, I thought you meant like
You would.
character
Listen to
backstory
this,
and stuff
right?
like that.
I go to Hard and go, hey, what should I name my half elf? And she's like, wait, you're a half elf? I'm like, yeah, Elvin. 0 brain cells. 0 motherfucking.
Is that like
I
the
like
elf version of Elvis?
I guess.
You gotta have like the full-on Elvis hair and everything.
No, because it doesn't suit my fucking character. It just doesn't work, alright?
It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Character appearance and stuff like that. Like outside of this, and we can describe them in session 1. So there's like some excitement there.
What?
Yeah. Who am I looking at now? Baxter, your proficiency bonus is just a +1, not a 2.
I didn't set that. That it set itself.
It said that for everything. Let me just double check that I'm not going insane. I'll write that in my notes, then I'll check it before we start.
Yep.
I'm quite sure it's +1.
So with my skin and my weight, is that allowed?
Dude,
Yes, you're allowed to weigh things and have skin.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I've put down
It's
as
same
my
old
skin white
magic.
with a strange blue insignia on his. And for
Thanks,
weight,
Brown.
I've put 150 kilos of pure.
Beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Am I allowed?
Yes, Sydney. You're allowed whatever you want. Like I'm just.
if I screen share Baxter, is that gonna fuck up your stream setup?
No.
Okay, Sydney, this is what I'm doing.
Hmm?
So, can you see mine?
Yeah, we can see it.
So I have my character sheet like this, and I've clicked all these open so that I know that they're there. I've kept like the little bit of bio, but I'm actually just gonna I've just made this, and I'm just gonna send that to Josh, which is just a background stuff.
I'm
And
trying
that's
to-
what I'm going to, that's what I'm going to, like, kind of paraphrase in the first bit.
Gotcha.
Sick. Well, I think. Does anyone have any questions, concerns?
Nope.
Sorry, I'm just still
I'm
trying
all
to figure
good.
out my name, but I'm all
Yeah.
good.
No. Okay. Cool. Great. Well,
Cheers.
if anyone has any questions or anything, just DM me. We can
Right
sit in
now.
a call or just like
I have to deal with you
message
anyway,
each other. Yeah. And then Baxter, you wanted to do it not in a week but 2 weeks time.
So on the weekend of the 12th,
Weekend
the
of-
Sunday the 12th.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. So we've got heaps of time. I'll get to buildings and
time?
stuff.
On the 12th.
We'll probably talk about that closer to the day, like
Okay,
maybe in a
I
week
work
or so.
Based off times, that's all.
Mistaken. I'll have a look at that. In a
Let me
little
know
bit.
if you want more, because I could probably do more.
Well, like, do as much as you want to, dude, because we'll
build it all together.
But if you want more details in something,
First guy there says proficiency bonus first level plus 2 proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know why I'm thinking 1. That's fine.
Do I have to change my proficiencies to 2?
No, just the bonus, not the proficiencies itself.
Oh, okay.
yeah, mine's +2.
Cool. Okay, great.
It also depends on the class.
No, everyone's proficiency bonus. should
Okay,
be-
because it says here that based on fighters have +2, other classes might too, but some will have +1.
I remember barbarians had +1.
Wait, I still gotta roll the dice for my health. What is it again? 1d6?
It's your hit die, isn't it? Plus your constitution modifier. So I think it's your hit die.
I don't know what my constitution modifier is. Fuck me.
Well, look at your Look at your thing.
My
Constitution.
constitution's 10, so modifier 0.
Yeah, so you just get 6
6?
HP.
Wow.
6 HP. I don't roll a dice.
Nope.
Well, you can if you want.
Oh no, you roll when you level up.
What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Alright, I'm still trying to work out a character's name, and then Han's like Dumbledore, because I like Dumbledore, so I'm really lost. I will work it.
Just call him Jingles.
No.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, see, Josh?
yeah, that makes sense.
So some classes, I assume, don't get a 2 proficiency bonus.
I think I'll double check in the actual
Yeah,
handbook, but
of
everyone
course.
gets the proficiency bonus, but it just depends on obviously what you're proficient in.
yeah.
More so than anything else. 163.
How does this sound? Zing yong.
Let me just call you Zing.
Chinese name, huh?
Or how about,
Exactly, that's why I did it!
or how about Augustus Blue?
Yeah, you gotta name your character Augustus Gloop.
That was the first name that came up that I liked.
Okay, yeah, no. So proficiency bonus until level 5 is +2.
Okay.
For everyone, it should be. And then at 5th level, it'll go to +3, 9th +4, 13th +5, 17th +6.
Yep.
Because you're super proficient at what you're doing. Cool. Okay, glad we sorted that.
One weird turtle.
Probably not magic. We're gonna have dinner and all that. So we may as well outro this year then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to the D&D Session 0. We're going to continue again on the 12th of April for Session 1.
How dare you.
Sydney's over here dancing, getting ready. He's all hyped up for this continuation. So thank you everyone,
This guy.
and goodbye.
Look at that dog.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye!
See if this guy.